One of the things you'll be asked to do at any physique contest is the 1-minute routine. And the key to the 1-minute routine is transitions. Now, you can do the mandatories pretty much in a row. I'm going to throw in a couple of variations here, but you're going to notice that the smooth flow between one pose and the other is going to be the key. This actually can be used as a routine. All you have to do is set some music to it. But you'll notice I'm just flowing from one pose to another. Again, the hands are very loose. Okay, I'm basically using a two-step approach. 1, 2, 3. Okay, it's a two-step, and then get your leg out in position. And you can do that pretty much in a circular motion. You don't have to work the stage. Again, this is prejudging. You're just showing your physique. You can pretty much use whatever routine you want, okay, but you may not have a whole lot of time, as you only have 1 minute to display what you've got. So I'm going to show poses from both sides to show my symmetry. Okay, a little variation there of a tricep pose. Very easy transition. I didn't have to move a whole lot to hit that pose. Okay, same thing here. We're showing the serratus, and then right into an abdominal shot, and then, of course, the natural pose, the most muscular right after that. And I always want to finish with the big most muscular. And it's that simple. Okay, and we're on to the free posing. Starting out with the classic front double bi. I'm going to flow from one pose to another very easily. Again, I'm going to show the strengths and hide the weaknesses. You'll notice, again, I'm observing all the techniques we just showed. Here's the side chest. Again, the legs are flexed. Calf is flexed. Again, the arms are underneath the rib cage. Now, if you've got a good back, and that's always been one of my better shots, okay, you're going to want to hit a series of back shots. Again, show the strengths, hide the weaknesses, okay? Three-quarter back shot, like this kind of a pose, is great if you've got a nice sweeping lat. Okay, here's a variation of a side chest, very easy transition. Again, another back pose. Again, don't be afraid to show what you got out there. That's the whole point of this routine. And come right around to a side try. Again, very easy transitions here. You don't want to keep moving around from one side to the other. Okay, up into the lat spread. Now, there's a single arm bicep shot. Again, a bit of a throwback, something that you'll see a lot of the old timers using, Arnold. Again, it can be a very good shot, but again, if you have small arms, again, if arms is not one of your strong points, don't throw this shot. If you've got a decent baseball type bicep, by all means, throw all those bicep shots. Again, a variation of another back pose. Again, I'm going to hit 3 or 4 back shots in a row. Again, showcasing the physique. If you've got a good back, show it. Don't be afraid to hit 3 or 4 back poses in a row. Show the judges what you got out there. Another variation. Okay, round into a side chest. Again, that's a kind of a favorite of Jay Cutler and Gustavo Bedell. Now, I'm going to go down here, okay? You want to show some variety into your posing routine, so don't be afraid to use the floor a little bit. Also depends on your physique and what kind of music you're posing to, is if you go down into the floor or not, okay? But it does lend some other poses to your routine. A lot of guys have a tough time coming up with more poses. They might have 8 or 9 poses in their routine, and they'll just keep hitting the same shots over and over and over, which will make for a very boring routine. So sometimes I like to go down depending on what kind of music I'm hitting. Okay, and I can hit the same series of shots pretty much from the floor, so you can duplicate a lot of the shots. Okay, and there's a rotating bicep shot. Again, depending on your music, you can make that faster, slower. Again, it always has to go with the beat, whether you like upbeat music, more classical. So depending on what kind of a music selection you like, the poses have to reflect the routine. And you'll notice even from the floor, I'm going to hit a lot of my choice back shots. You always want to finish off with, again, with a couple of choice shots of your favorite, most muscular varieties. And there you have it. Well, there you have it, guys, my comprehensive Posing 101 course, so you too can develop a world championship routine. Now, there's a few tips you're going to want to keep in mind before your big show. Number 1, start from the ground up. Every pose you hit will start with the legs. There are no exceptions to that rule. Whether you're hitting a lat spread, a front double bi, or a back double bi, or a lat spread, everything starts with the legs. Set your legs and then hit the pose. This will keep your legs flexed throughout the pose, as a lot of guys tend to forget them. The minute those biceps go up, the legs smooth out. Remember, they're looking at your entire physique, not just the muscle that you're showing. Tip number 2, keep control of the midsection. Now, you see a lot of this on stage with a lot of guys. Once you get all hyped up and you start hitting the shots and the blood starts flowing, the midsection starts coming out. You've got to keep the abs under control. Suck it up, Flex the midsection, keep the abs tight at all times. It looks good on stage. Okay, there's plenty of time for breathing when you get off the stage into the back. Number 3, relax and take your time. Everybody's hyped up. Again, everybody's pumped up out there. It's competition day. Okay, the bottom line is too many guys rush through their poses, never stopping to show the pose, okay? The judges can only judge you on what they can see. So if you're whipping through your posing routine at record pace, you're not even stopping long enough for them to actually look at your physique and assess what you've got. Okay, take your time, guys. Relax, slow it down, go through each pose and display what you've got. That's why you're there. Tip number 4, practice, practice, practice. Nothing's more obvious than a guy who steps out on stage and didn't devote 1 minute to his posing routine or his mandatories. Okay? One thing you can always spot is the guy that's shaking. The hands are shaking around, the legs are shaking. This isn't from dehydration. This isn't from inexperience, okay? It's from not practicing. Get in front of the posing mirror. Get in front of some of your buddies or your training partner, okay, and go through your routine. Practice the mandatories. Practice holding the mandatories. We used to actually use a stopwatch in some of these and hold the pose for a minute or two. This will help in looking professional, which is the next tip. Number 5, look professional at all times. Nothing looks better out on stage than a bodybuilder who is a seasoned pro and looks it. You could be out there at your first show, or the Junior Nationals, or the USA, but look professional. Look composed. Look relaxed in your posing. Look like you've done it a million times, even if it's your first time. Look at old videos of some of the old pros like Lee Haney, Lee Labrada, some of the greats that were out there, and they look relaxed. And they look like it's got no effort whatsoever going through their poses. That's how you want to look. Practice your routines, and then once again, no matter what happens out there, no matter what place you get, look professional at all times. Building a physique takes a lot of discipline and dedication. Dieting for 12 weeks is no picnic either. But don't forget that the art of posing is what separates the winners from the wannabes. Perfect your posing and showcase the physique of a champion.